Paris, France. Uh-oh. Oh, shit.
Stop. You're not getting anywhere with this, von Borchert.
You know, I kind of get the same feeling, my dear Sarah. Listen. Nothing. Not a sound. No one's coming to save you.
Huh, that's what you think. The Golden Order knows exactly where we are.
By the time your ridiculous secret society turns up, I'll be long gone. As for you, nothing will remain of your body.
If you touch a single hair on my mother's head, I'll skin you alive.
You know,
I believe
Louis,
it.
I have
Totally
no
believe
intention of beating your dear mother. There are more persuasive ways of making you talk.
Why are you petting her?
You've stolen something from me that I intend to get back. Where have you hidden it?
Von Borchert, you can't sell that book on the black market anymore. This is finished.
We know you're planning on selling it at one of Lord Mortimer's parties. All right? Just tell us who the buyer is and we can make a deal.
You've no idea of the trouble you've gotten yourselves into. Oh, but you will tell me where it's hidden. I can promise you that.
Oh, yeah? Ow!
Stop annoying our host, Louis. Son, didn't what happened to you in Rome teach you anything?
That's a clue.
Just a few more minutes and my concoction will be ready. With this, your bodies will dissolve in less than 4 hours.
I'll have my hands on the keyboard just in
You'll
case.
see. It loosens tongues in no time.
Wait, he's gonna dissolve
You know-
our bodies?
I have to admit, Mother, the only thing you've ever taught me is that damn motto of yours. Always remain rational. And open. I got it. I've opened the shackles.
Draw him over here. I'll take care of him.
Oh, my mom was a
Von Borchert.
badass.
Von Borchert. Listen. Let's make a deal. I'll tell you where the book is if you let my mother go free.
Oh, what are you playing at?
Don't worry, Mother.
You want to play the
I'm
hero.
a professional here, alright?
Pity you're not in any position to do so. For the last time. Where is Al-Azif?
Let me do this. Trust me.
You know what? I'm a mama's boy. I could tell by just the sound of my voice. So I'm gonna trust her.
Please, be my guest, Mother.
Oh! Shoot him!
Well done, Louis. You reacted perfectly.
Damn right I did.
How do you feel, Mother?
Couldn't be better.
Are you okay, mommy?
He's alive.
Mama!
I can question him after we get back. Pity he's just a middleman. Means I haven't finished with this case.
Oh, I had a feeling you'd be running off on one of your adventures again, Mother. You know what? I'm warning you. This time, I'm coming with you.
No. Even though you impress me more and more, I have to do this on my own.
Mother, you're no spring chicken anymore.
Come on, let's go home. And don't forget to send our men to tend to von Borchert.
Maybe you should just take the knife with you, you know? That seems like a smart choice. But what do I know? I'm just a pleb. 1 month later. It looks like we're gonna go to a party island. Hope there's a bunch of babes in bikinis.
Well done, Mother. You just had to pick up Von Burchard's trail on your own, didn't you? You ditched me in Paris with no explanation, and off you go to infiltrate one of the world-renowned receptions of this Lord Mortimer? And now he writes me to say that you've gone missing on his private island? Which, by the way, looks more like a big rock than a paradise island.
Looks like a prison. We'll see. I'm gonna be thrown in the dungeon.
The least he could do is explain to me how he managed to lose you. In any case,
You didn't lose
it
her.
is time for you to stop all this, Mother. It no longer suits your age. Well, I'm sure I'll find you once again, slogging through the caves beneath the island, searching for some long-lost mystical object that you just can't live without. I'm already hating this trip, and all I've done is think about it.
Contrary to what one may be able to imagine, it was not the host himself who invited me.
Well now, Duchess, we find ourselves both invited by Sir Holm.
Well, how very amusing. Perhaps we have some common interests, Your Eminence. Is this your first time at one of Lord Mortimer's legendary parties?
Oh no, we have been friends since long ago. But as I'm doing some business with Sir Holm, the invitation came from him.
Well, I simply can't wait for all the festivities to begin.
And you, good sir, what brings you here?
Business,
Lord
of
Mortimer
course.
asked me to join him. We have some business to take care of.
Oh, how mysterious. You adapt quickly, my son. You get along here like a fish in water. Would you believe that we are all here hoping to solve our personal issues? You'll see.
Right. I doubt that you came here to look for your mother, Your Eminence.
Anyway, consider
Is the
yourself
dungeon
fortunate,
locked?
young man, because there are
dungeon with all the
who
mothers
dream
locked
of
up?
simply one day setting foot on this island, and only a very few ever make it. Indeed, I imagine this must be your first time here.
That's right. Until now, I've never been invited by Lord Mortimer.
You'll see. You won't soon forget it.
Given what I've seen so far, I wish I'd been passed over.
Come, Duchess. They are waiting for us.
We're moving, Monsieur de Richet, if you would like to join us.
I'm coming, Duchess.
I would love to come with
Cardinal?
you.
A Duchess? I wonder if all the guests here are this prestigious. If I'd known, I would have gone for a better suit.
Ah!
Oh.
Are you all right?
His brain tumor's acting up again. Can you smell burnt toast?
Mother? Oh shit, your hand!
What the fuck?
So?
Very confused.
Okay, it's done.
Did you put it in a safe place?
Yes,
Her hand?
I made sure no one was following me. Don't worry, Sarah, no one's going to find it.
Are you absolutely sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Right. Just one thing left to do.
No, Mother, don't!
What? Have you lost your mind?
There's no other way.
If you kill me, you won't find it.
That is the point, my dear. No one must ever put their hands on it again.
No. But I trusted you.
No, Sarah. Don't. No. No!
Oh no.
Run if you want to, Sarah.
Don't shoot the Duchess.
You.
Louis, are you all right? What's going on?
Does it look like I'm okay? Got blood streaming out of my head.
I'm sorry.
Keep it.
That's not
Feel
normal.
better?
Alright.
I'm fine. Don't worry. It's getting late. Why don't you just go on ahead and I'll catch up with you, okay?
Are you sure?
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm sure, yes.
Fine.
Find the man a doctor, for Christ's sake. Or at least go get the
definitely
cardinal
have to find
to
my
exercise a
family.
demon in my head.
Am I going crazy or what? This can't be real. The Duchess arrived with me. What's happening to me, for God's sake? I absolutely need to find you, Mother.
Louis, during the trip, I had something I wanted to ask you, but we didn't happen to run into each other.
Yes, Duchess?
I'm not sure if you remember, but we've met before. At that time, you were of two minds as to your choice of career. Tell me, what have you been up to since?
Oh, I gotta choose a class? I got a bit of a diplomat. The diplomat shines in society. A talented speaker, he avoids faux pas, and he can convince those with whom he is talking without offending them. Politics is his field of predilection. An occultist is a master of deception, convinced of the importance of knowledge he has acquired. Extensive research in science and the arts, using others to achieve his own ends, does not bother him. Or a detective excels in investigation. He is trained to notice every detail in his surroundings, as well as in people he questions. A hands-on man, he does not shy away from the direct approach. I think either the diplomat or the occultist. Extensive expertise in science and arts. Would be diplomatic. Manipulation. Science, subterfuges, questioning. Let's go. Oh god. Diplomat unlocks the conviction, linguistics, diversion, etiquette, and politic skills. You have politics skills. You now have 7 effort points to use your skills. Your past granted you 1 skill point in manipulation. Your past granted you 1 skill point in psychology. So it looks like I can go into other ones, right? Express your grasp of the geopolitical nation's interest. Okay. Validate hold. Alright. We're locked in.
Well, I've devoted myself to the interests of France to the best of my abilities. A few years ago, I had a brush with some of your fellow countrymen.
Counter-revolutionaries, I'd imagine.
Exactly. They got away, thanks to a little diversion I came up with to keep the sans-culottes away. Believe me, they came close to adorning the walls of the catacombs of Paris.
So that young French diplomat was you? The mercy you showed the agents of the Queen roused the admiration of the court. Few would have let them leave France alive.
Duchess, I'm surprised that anyone still remembers.
Well, they say I have the memory of 2 people. But please, call me Emily.
Fine, Emily. Tell me, I was actually helped on that case by my mother. You wouldn't know her by any chance?
Wait, Louis. We've already met. You do remember me, don't you?
Not at all. So lie to her, not at all. Sorry. It's a brain
Please
tumor.
excuse me, madam. I'm sure we've met before, but I don't remember where.
I appreciate your honesty, even if it's not very flattering for me.
I imagine that with your beauty, madam, it's the first time a man hasn't remembered your face.
Well, I must say you make up for yourself rather elegantly.
Please
Charming
stop
kinda
torturing
guy.
me. I'm completely at your mercy. Where have we met?
4 years ago, in London,
No, sorry. I don't remember.
in the office of William Pitt. Remember?
No.
I am so sorry, Emily, but I really don't remember you.
This
Let's
conversation's
drop it,
really
Louis.
weird.
It doesn't matter. Right, time to go to the manor.
Opportunities. Your skills allow you to discover hidden details. Select this object that is most suggestive of the situation in order to discover them. Opportunities do not consume effort points. To access a skill required for the situation, you just need to have it unlocked. Wait,
I
what?
ask her a question, she answers with another. Is she playing with me?
Yep. Each person you meet on the island has their own personality, which makes them vulnerable to certain skills and immune to others. Exploiting their personality is crucial to achieve your personal goals. Skills used against immunities will not succeed and leave you exhausted. Meanwhile, exploit vulnerabilities will give you 1 effort point back. Review immunities and vulnerabilities in the journal tab in the menu. Immunity review, vulnerable. Okay, press space.
Emily, please.
She's immune to logic. Alright, so she's an English Duchess, close to the English crown, very discreet about her origins. Emily only came onto the political scene after her wedding, that some qualified as a marriage of interest to an old English aristocrat on the decline. Libertarian, modern, but discreet, she has taken it upon herself to establish close ties with her peers. In the few years, she has become the favorite diplomat of the Queen, which is what probably prompted her Prime Minister William Pitt to take her as private secretary, thus provoking much suspicion and jealousy. As a regular visitor, Emily accepted Sir Gregory Holmes' invitation to come to Lord Mortimer's island. Because of nothing in the world would she miss one of these famed receptions. Okay. Just be... Oh, okay. A lot of stuff going on here.
Excuse my insisting, but you still haven't answered about my mother. Do you know her?
You'll see, Louis. Everybody here knows Sarah de Richet.
What does
I
that mean?
don't know where we're going like this, Emily, but you're connected to my mother one way or another. And if I can believe my vision, you don't have much of a place in her heart.
Okay, you obtain talents when carrying out certain actions. Remember to review their unlocked conditions and effects as they offer very interesting improvements. Okay, I don't know what's going on. So we know she's immune to logic. Yeah. Balance. There's a lot of talents here. Oh, okay. So you gain 1 skill point in psychology because I trusted my mother.
Good evening, sir.
Good
May I
evening.
ask your name, please?
Louis Moras de Richet.
Monsieur de Richet. Delighted to welcome you among us, sir. You must be Sarah de Richet's son. I must tell you we are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
I don't believe you.
I have an appointment with Lord Mortimer. Would you be so kind as to lead me to him?
Unfortunately, sir, I cannot. I don't know exactly where my master is. But rest assured, sir, everyone is waiting for you at the manor.
They're waiting for me.
Sir Holm insists on welcoming you in person. Since your mother went missing, everyone has been concerned about finding her.
Oh, that's
Who
not good.
is Sir Home?
A close friend of Lord Mortimer's. Please, rest assured, sir, it won't take us long to find your revered mother. Indeed, we are searching the quays again because lights were seen at the wharf just last night.
Where we are now?
Indeed, sir. According to our information, lights were seen in the middle of the night, sir. After verification, none of the guests seem to have left the manor last night. We think that perhaps Sir's mother was here.
Your skills give you access to unique choices and actions at the cost of effort points. The higher your skill level, the lower the cost of effort points.
Did anyone see anything else?
Oh, no, that's not what I wanted.
Unfortunately not, sir. Only lights were seen by servants of the manor, sir. And as I was saying, sir, all the guests were asleep, and no one seems to have noticed anything at all. We seem to have found an object that would appear to belong to Sir's mother. A handkerchief. The handkerchief is embroidered with the initials SDR. We came to the conclusion that they are the initials of Sir's mother, Sarah de Richet. I have orders to give it to Lord Mortimer as soon as I see him.
I know my mother. She's not the kind to go for a midnight stroll on the wharf for nothing. I've got to find out what the hell she was doing here.
Where exactly did you find the handkerchief?
On the landing dock, sir. The one you arrived by.
So these are locked. Conviction. You'll give me back the handkerchief. Dude, this is some Jedi mind tricks right here. Hang on, give me 1 second. I'm actually gonna slide this on over a bit. Oh, looks like I'm on a roller coaster. This one. Flippy floppy. No big deal. Alright. We're all good now. Click back in. Let's hope that I'm convincing enough.
That handkerchief belongs to me. Please hand it over now.
But, sir,
I'll speak directly to your master about it. It will be a very long conversation.
Of course, sir. Please, take it. On that note, I must
right.
leave you, sir. There is still much to prepare in order to welcome all the guests.
It is indeed your handkerchief, Mother. You must have come here for a specific reason. I need to know what it is. Let's think. What could she have been doing out here on this wharf?
Character revealed. Servant. Vulnerable. They're vulnerable to conviction. All Mortimer servants wear a mask. It is a recurring subject of conversation among the guests. No one knows the true reason. Okay. So let's go back down here. See if we can find anything. Royal jelly restores 2 effort points. You cannot carry more than 5. Really? Huh.
This chest might belong to Duchess Hillsborough.
Does that mean we're gonna go inside of it? I sure hope so. Let's go snooping. Her name is Emily, actually.
Must be an
sir.
incredible view from up there. Impossible to set foot on the island without being seen from 300 meters away. Looks like a bar from an old gate. This miserable old bar has been broken fairly recently. The edges are still clean, and the tip is blackened. Without analysis to the contrary, I put my money on cannon powder.
Should take the bar.
This might just come in handy.
Where's he gonna hide it? Did he put it in his butt? That's rule number 1. If you want something hidden, hide in your butt.
A sack of seeds. It's unopened. No one seems to have used any. Great. Honey.
I love honey.
Looks like the barrel's been broken for quite some time.
Maybe it's just all for show.
Some rope. Apparently no one's touched it for a good long time. A lantern. Nothing special.
More honey? Collector coins.
Let's see what's hidden inside.
Looks like a letter.
Let's look.
Okay.
A letter written in an Oriental language. This letter's in Japanese. It's addressed to a certain Kei Shotaro in Tokyo.
Aren't you gonna read it?
It's too badly written, I can't make out the address. The address is 50 Bedford Square, London.
I don't understand how any of this is helping you.
The addressee's in Sao Paulo, Brazil. That reminds me, it's about time the order sent some envoys there.
Oh god.
Probably a Dutchman. This envelope is meant for the Vatican. This name sounds familiar. Pashi. No. Can't seem to place it. An address in Cairo, Egypt. Mortimer communicates with the whole world, apparently.
He's got a lot of pen pals.
Hôtel de Cluny, Rue de Mathurin, Paris. I guarantee this letter is for my mother. The address is a hideout for the Golden Order. If you write anyone over there, you have to watch out in case someone's reading your mail. But who is this Samuel Ritter d'Auchois? Let's see what's inside this letter. So,
Dear
SRD.
Samuel, my stay on Lord Mortimer's island is going wonderfully well. As I find myself in such charming company, I plan to stay a few more weeks. Would you be so kind as to send me a gift that I'd like to give to our old friend Manuel Godoy? I would be most grateful. I have been told that he's going to join us here soon. I would like to mark the occasion. Thank you in advance. Yours devotedly, Sarah Faustine de Richet.
what is your game here, Mother? Secrets, always more secrets. You never talk to anyone using language like this. Something's going on here. Who is this Samuel Ritter? And for crying out loud, who is this Manuel Godoy that you keep bringing up? Think.
Godoy.
Why does the name sound so familiar? Ah, it's coming back to me. Godoy is the head of the Spanish government. He was appointed by King Charles IV, if I'm not mistaken. Rumor has it that he's very close to the Queen. Too close. Much too close. But hey, that's none of my business. He has a reputation of being upright and proud, very attached to the aristocracy, and close to Louis XVI. Well, hope we meet to talk about it soon, Mother. I don't know what you've gotten yourself into this time, but I'll bet you've got a lot to tell me.
Okay, so what's my inventory? Isn't that what the name was? SDR? Oh, never mind. Never mind. Alright, who did I just Godoy? He's immune to etiquette. I just about found everything out here on the pier. So I can head on in. Gotta search everything. Let's go down this way once.
A wooden floorboard. Probably comes from this part of the wharf. The wood is slightly eaten away, of course, but it still would have been fine if it weren't smashed. Probably comes from this part of the wharf. The wood is slightly eaten away, of course, but it still would have been fine if it weren't
No way to
smashed.
skip ahead, I guess. can use that bar. Let's get it. Ooh. Open the gate.
Locked. I'll never get it open barehanded.
Use an iron bar. Come on, buddy. Just pry it open.
Clearly, I'm not much for manual labor. Let's see if I can get it open another way.
There's no other way. If you can't get it with the iron bar, there's no other hope.
Honey, the remedy of the gods. Latin inscription.
Can you read it?
Annesis, mi fili quantilia produncia mundus orgatur. You don't know, my son, how little wisdom the world is governed with. I tend to agree.
Ooh, Mortimer is immune to conviction. That's all I've got so far. It's not good.
How did Mortimer manage to build his manor at the top of a rocky outcrop?
I don't know, I'm guessing that he has a lot of money. Money talks. I'm not a very smart guy, but I can figure that much out. It's time to go to the party. Is that Zeus?
Impressive.
Ah, my son. I was looking for you.
What can I do for you, Your Eminence?
I wanted to ask you. You are the son of Sara de Riche, aren't you?
Yeah.
You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope. But I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me why she was coming here. Anyway, I ought to take the envelope. It might have something to do with her disappearance. Listen, if it will help, you can always give it to me.
Confrontation. Start a confrontation. You have to go through several steps while being as persuasive as possible. Confrontations have consequences on the rest of the story, so don't hesitate to use your skills. Each confrontation displays an interface showing how much the person you are talking to is convinced.
Thank you, my son. I'll bear that in mind. I'd rather deal with her directly. Don't take it personally. Would you happen to know if your mother has arrived yet?
Never mind. Give me your letter.
Certainly, Your Eminence. Mother got here some time ago. I was hoping to find her when I arrived, but given the hour, she must be asleep by now.
Right. I shall see her tomorrow, then.
By the way, Your Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
Ah, if you only knew, my son. I hold your mother in the highest regard. She has rendered great service to the church, and her help is invaluable.
Does he say my mother's a
I
hoe?
hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
If only she had told me where she was headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them
She's
to
a hoe,
remain
for
as
sure.
such. If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
That is commendable. But as we work together on a daily basis, it is surely just an oversight.
Most certainly. You said you work together. What do you do exactly?
Difficulty to etiquette level 1. If he's close with my mom, then he should know what we do. Should I just be sure though? The Golden Order? Art collector.
Mother passed her passion for art to me. Ancient art. Very ancient.
I didn't know your mother was an art lover.
Mainly pre-Christian objects which are believed to have unique properties.
Well, how interesting. Now that you mention it, I can indeed imagine Sarah getting interested in that.
Damn,
All the same,
worked.
it bothers me to see you in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
I hesitate.
Don't hesitate,
Up
it's
till
fine.
now, we have always dealt with her in person, and that has always been successful. Do you think I should give it to you?
I'm her son. You count on me.
Don't worry, Your Eminence. Your secret is safe with me. You know my mother's reputation. As her son, I will
right.
defend the de Richet's word with the same fervor.
I would expect nothing less.
That's the
Listen,
answer I was going for.
if I give you the letter, can you promise me before God that no one other than your mother will read it?
Confrontation, last step. For the last step of the confrontation, you must convince the person you are talking to by giving a positive answer. If you give a bad answer, the step will repeat itself until either you give a right one or you have no blunders left. Promise.
Your Eminence, if there is one thing you can count on, it is the value of a promise made by a de Richet. Respecting our commitments has always been the pillar of our family, and nothing nor nobody will
That's a
prevent
long,
that.
drawn-out answer.
Since you know my mother, you should know that a de Richet always keeps their word. You can be sure of that.
Thank you, my son. It is most reassuring.
Just like someone always repays their debts,
You're
right?
welcome. Especially as I promised you nothing, my friend.
Listen, let's stop there. I'm going to tell you a secret, Monsieur de Richet. Your mother and I are organizing the escape of a large number of French priests who face a massacre organized by the accursed Republican tribunals. The church is literally being bled like a beast. Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine. She has made the services of your order available to us by organizing the priests' safe passage across the borders. Even if she does not share all our convictions, she always provided assistance. Young man, you can be proud to be her son. Be it only for her sake. Always respect your name. Here, the letter I spoke of. It includes a list of about 15 names ready for departure. Be quick. Remember to tell Sarah when you
Those
see
guys are about to die.
that
But I'm
time
talking my
is
mom.
short.
Well played. I'll decide later when I'm alone whether to look at what it contains.
Hidden elements. Many clues and names are hidden. Some of them will have an impact on your venture, so do not hesitate to look for them. Yeah. Should probably pop some jellies. Restore 2 effort points. So, let's see. Pyagi. Oh, we didn't discover what he is immune to. Okay. Ooh, look at that jelly. Devil's Thorn grants you the exalted state. You temporarily see the immunities and vulnerabilities. Affecting the dialogue choice and the conversation, you cannot carry more than 5. It's locked for right now.
Lives of the Noble Greeks and Romans by Plutarch, a biography of the great men.
Just shove that somewhere in my pants too. Manuscripts allow you to educate yourself during the adventure. At the start of each quest, you can choose what to read and gain permanent skill points. Find the manuscripts inventory. I had to get erudication. Be able to read it.
I thought my chimney was big, but this one is beyond belief.
It's the least one can say.
That booty,
I've
though.
been longing for a warm fire for ages.
Since I set foot on the island, I haven't ventured more than 2 yards away from it.
Have you also just arrived?
Oh, late morning, I'd say.
Louis, come join us. Monsieur, may I introduce you to Monseigneur His Eminence, Cardinal Piaggi. He joins us straight from Rome.
Oh, just call me Your Eminence. It's simpler.
I mean, we've
George
already met, but
Washington,
okay.
President of the United States of America.
Delighted at last to make your acquaintance.
What?
President.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. President.
No big
Louis
deal.
Moras de Riche. It is an honor to meet you.
Young man, let's keep it simple, please. Let us forget our fancy titles. Nice to meet you, Louis.
I should imagine you never
What a
thought you'd be in
down-to-earth
such
guy.
company.
I must admit that I didn't. It's the first time that I've ever met so many illustrious personalities.
And you haven't seen anything yet. Generally, when Lord Mortimer organizes one of his receptions, there are over a dozen people here.
They can't all be here yet, and you'll see, most of the time there's only the upper crust.
And I noticed you were already getting to know His Eminence at the entrance. It's the perfect place to build up a network. What were you talking about, if you'll forgive my indiscretion?
Believe me, she's not that special. His Eminence was asking me for my opinion about the style of the main door. I have to admit, this place certainly doesn't lack panache.
It's simply stupefying.
Oh, pity. No scrumptious gossip or juicy tidbits, unmentionable secrets, or even money matters. But you'll see, it will come.
George
Despite
Washington's a
all the
gossip
goodwill
whore.
in the world, you can't stop people scheming left and right around here.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Well, my friends, do any of you know the reason why we're here this time?
Not in the slightest. As for me, I've been invited by Sir Holm, a close friend of Lord Mortimer, but I do not know the reason why.
You see, Louis, every time Lord Mortimer organizes a reception, he always finds a moment to set up a chat with all the guests.
During which time we remake the world.
Accompanied by gallons of absinthe and cussing. I'll leave you to imagine the result.
So, if I understand rightly, Monsieur de Riche, you've come out here to join your mother. For what reason, exactly?
Dude, you're nosy, motherfucker. Invent something.
Lord Mortimer asked me to come as quickly as possible to find my mother, who seems to have disappeared during her stay here.
Ah,
I took the first boat, and here I am.
I'm so sorry.
Don't be, sir. It's not your fault.
Seriously, though, I know your mother well. Stay behind with me afterwards, and we'll take a moment to speak about her.
God, my mom gets around, doesn't she?
Good lord. Washington is wearing the emblem of the Grand Master of the Golden Order. It's the highest distinction of the order in the United States. It puts him on par with my mother. He must really know his stuff when it comes to the occult.
Good evening, my friends.
Holy shit. That's the man for my vision.
An urgent case
Oh.
has delayed our host, Lord Mortimer. He can't be present this evening, and he sends his deepest apologies.
He's asked me here and he hasn't even turned up? Great start. Do you know that man?
Sir Gregory Holm, an English aristocrat. Very influential. is also close to Lord Mortimer. So don't be surprised if he acts like he's at home.
And now, my dear guests, a light meal is served in the small salon. For those who would like to, you're invited to follow me into the next room.
My dear
I ain't
fellow,
following you anywhere.
You must have read my thoughts. I shall follow.
We'll have to be careful not to make too much noise. One of Lord Mortimer's guests is relaxing.
Oh, we shall be quiet.
Don't take it the wrong way, Sir Holm, but I have already eaten. Thus, I shall be happy to remain by the fireside.
If you don't mind, Gregory, I should like to keep Mr. Washington company.
Please feel at home. And you, sir?
If I stay with Washington, we'll be able to speak about my mother. But on the other hand, I'd like to learn more about this home. I saw him in my vision.
We're gonna stay with Washington.
Let's see what Washington has to say.
We need
Sir,
an ally.
if you don't mind, I shall stay here.
Do exactly as you please, young man.
Louis, thank you for staying. Just like you, when I arrived this morning, I found out that Sarah had gone missing. I know your mother well. Don't worry. Emily is from the English branch of the Golden Order.
And President Washington is in fact the leader of the Order in the United States.
I didn't know.
Sorry to have made you wait, but I didn't want to speak in front of the others.
You did well. Secrecy and discretion are the pillars of our organization.
If I can help in any way at all, please don't hesitate to ask, my lad. And if you have any other questions, now's the time.
And you, Emily.
Gotta find where Mom is.
I only know her through the Order. The one time we met, we only exchanged a few words in a corridor of Parliament.
And was the exchange courteous or impassioned?
I'm not sure if I understand.
Was there any reason for her to be angry with you?
Under other circumstances, I would slap your face for even asking. But I'll put your lack of tact down to her disappearance. Know that your mother is a woman I would love to work with. Her reputation is entirely
You
deserved.
trust her?
Mr. Washington will be able to tell you more.
Mr. Washington, you seem to be very familiar with my mother.
Where did you first meet her?
I met Sarah during the War of Independence on American soil. She was introduced to me by a mutual acquaintance, and I must say that her sound advice prevented me from making some terrible mistakes. She may not be a soldier, but believe me, she deserves a statue as much as Lafayette does.
Well, I didn't see that one coming. There's no doubt Mother has many secrets that are still hidden.
Right. Would it be too much if I asked you a few more questions?
Not at all. Go ahead. But I can't promise I'll remember everything.
May I ask, when you saw each other, what did you talk about? So, my mother was with you.
Alright, exhausted. You just encountered an immunity. One effort point is locked. Use a golden elixir to cure yourself. I don't have that.
During the American Revolution, did you talk about politics?
Yes. In spite of her young age, she defended our cause with enthusiasm.
Did she go to the front line like your famous gunner, Molly Pitcher?
Yes, in a way.
The role given to women in your war was a great step forward.
Louis, I am impressed. Few people know about the legend of Molly, so you don't know the true story. Molly Pitcher is a character invented by Sarah. She persuaded me to use a heroic female figure, an American Joan of Arc, if you will. It enabled us to gain a few thousand extra fighters, and it was all thanks to your mother.
I didn't know that. Thank you, sir. I was hoping to speak with Lord Mortimer. At least now I have some information, thanks to you.
I repeat, Lord Mortimer is a man of his word. You won't be disappointed. And I am persuaded that your mother's research is his main concern.
mother still is at the head of the Golden Order. I find it difficult to believe that she came to this island without notifying the other members.
As for myself, I did not know. I am here at the request of Sir Holm, a
that's
situation
what you
regarding the
say.
Crown of England to resolve, and to see what Lord Mortimer has to propose to us.
As for me, Lord Mortimer asked me here to speak about the future of America. I did not know that your mother would even be among us. In any case, no one has yet mentioned associating the Order.
We haven't found many clues yet.
Don't worry, Louis. I'm sure nothing bad has happened to her.
Yes, I hope not.
Careful, they're coming back.
What the hell is that?
Well, I am impressed with all this splendor.
Oh,
But
shit,
don't
sorry.
spend too much time with Mr. Washington, my dear, or you'll lose your pretty accent. You seem to be intrigued by that statue.
Absolutely. It is remarkable.
Lord Mortimer is fond of atypical works of art. I won't disguise the fact that I find it all a little megalomaniacal. But I must say, he does have some outstanding pieces.
Sir Holm, who was that young lady with you?
Elizabeth Adams, Mr. President. She would have liked to have stayed with us, but the poor thing is exhausted.
Elizabeth Adams?
Miss Adams is here to rest. You have perhaps already come across her in the corridors. She arrived a few days ago.
I perceived her, but we weren't introduced.
Rest assured, she is not here for the same reasons as yourselves. Consequently, I'm counting on your indulgence. On that note, it's very late. You must be exhausted. The servant will accompany you to your rooms.
I feel like my guy isn't spec'd out the way I need him to be. Missed a lot of stuff there.
Ladies, gentlemen, I bid you all good night. Mr. President, Your Eminence, Duchess, you have the same rooms as usual. You, Monsieur de Richet, will find your room at the end of the corridor.
Well, my friends, I am bone tired. I am off to my bed. See you in the morning.
Good night, sir. I shall do likewise.
Louis, I shall see you in the morning. Sleep well.
Good night. See you tomorrow.
Oh man, it's been quite a day. Right, where is my room?
I mean, let's go down this way. It's just nothing like getting lost, right?
Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte.
Oh, Napoleon's here. Who's this?
Monsieur Jacques Perru.
Golden elixir. That's what I need.
Golden elixir. I'll keep it for later. A few leaves out of an old encyclopedia.
Well, what is this? Oh, I understand how that works. 150 academics. Scholars contribute to the production of his first synthesis of human knowledge, one skill point, science, logistics, erudication. Cannot be equipped to assemble all pages of this manuscript in order to read it. One skill point in conviction. I use it or no? I don't know what all this stuff over here does. Character. There's nothing really yet for me to do.
Decorum guide.
Oh, I think it said when I start a mission I can consume one of those. Right? Give me more jelly. Eventually I'll find my room. Can't believe there's no one up walking the halls. Everyone is in bed already.
Monsieur Johann van Volner.
I don't know who that is. Johann von Liechtenstein. Yo, what's up, Danny?
A Vazant.
Yeah, there's some over here. What's that? More coins. I'm gonna trade in all my coins to get an Uzi.
President George Washington.
Did he say I'd find my room at the end of the corridor? Seems like it just goes in a big circle. Is that it? Not ready. Need to find some more jelly. I need to find all the things.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
Oh shit, you're going to Virgin Island then.
That's me.
For vacation? How long are you gone for?
Duke Manuel Godoy.
So it'll take us back out to the main lobby. Oh nice, for a
Greek
full week then. Cool.
One of the rare ancient coins to be mentioned both in the Bible and in the Quran.